maestro, usare curisi.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Houston in City Skylines with me, Mass Bandit. We're back for episode 3 of Building Houston, and you can see I've done a lot of work off camera, and actually, to be fair, what I did was I restarted. My plan was to time-lapse my finishing of the I-10, I-45 junction right here. But when I reloaded the map, after I had mapped out downtown and everything, when I tried to set the map again, I realized that everything was off ever so slightly with our map. And so what I decided to do was go back into the map editor, and I actually built this interchange completely in the map editor, but that meant I had to rebuild all of downtown. So rather than bore you all with a time-lapse of what you've already seen, I decided to do it off camera, and I kind of get carried away. So what we did last time is we built Buffalo Bayou, or we built the roads along Buffalo Bayou. We built Memorial Drive, which is this on the north side, the north banks of the bayou, and Allen Parkway, which is on the south. We also put in Waugh Drive, and I actually went in and went ahead and did the figure 8, and it is about this bizarre looking. Some of the transitions are kind of sharp because of just the minimal space we're working with here, and there's also some glitches because I'm doing kind of a sunken, kind of not, and so you can see it's not entirely perfect, but it looks pretty good for all things considered. Over here, I also went in and I did some research on exactly how to connect Memorial Drive into downtown, and I forgot that there were these local like feeder roads to Memorial Drive, and so I went ahead and put those in, and this little road and this little road, and then there's going to be 2 spurs here, are all exits and entrances off of I-45. So there's going to be lots and lots of ramps up in here. That'll probably be a time-lapse, maybe even today's time-lapse, I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, let's bring up the map and we'll see what's going on here. So there's our map. Ooh. And this is all the parts we've worked on, and you could see just how crazy it got in here. I had to pull up Google Earth on my iPad and just to get pretty accurate, as accurate as I could, the ramps here. So that's pretty intense. So what I'd like to do today is I think I'd like to extend off of Waugh. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm really familiar with this area. There's a lot of good restaurants and stuff. So hopefully we'll connect Waugh, which turns into Heights Boulevard, and we'll connect that right up to I-10. And then we'll have this entire section here, which is, you know, the near downtown side. Or, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do some research, and I'll be right back. Stick around.
Salt peanut. Salt peanut, 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 salt peanut.
Hey guys, bad news. Apparently, halfway through, or 2 minutes into the live portion of the video, the software, the video capturing software decided to stop working. I'm using the NVIDIA Shadow Player, or whatever it's called, the one that comes with the video card, that's built into the video card. And ever since I upgraded to Windows 10, NVIDIA has not been friends with, Windows 10. They have not gotten along. I've had lots of trouble with my video card and Windows 10, so I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do about it, but I wanted to be sure to show you everything that I did and what I talked through. So today what I built was basically this whole area up here, which is called the Washington Corridor area. Well, that's this area here. And so I don't have the map organized. You could see this is where it starts every time I load up the game. And I decided just to load it up and just to show you, but I'm not going to put that map in place. This street here is Washington, and it's a pretty major artery, and it actually continues right into downtown. I stopped it here for today. This is Houston Avenue, and it's another pretty major. It actually ends up running parallel with 45 here. But anyway, I told you we were going to extend WA, and we did. We extended WA all the way up until, and it actually becomes Heights north of Washington. So this is Heights Boulevard, and Heights Boulevard is a really ritzy area. It was one of the very first suburbs of Houston, but I'll get more into that when we actually build in that area. And then Washington travels northwest, and then this is a street called Patterson. And then this is Shepherd Drive, which is a one-way headed northbound. And on the other side is Durham, which is another one-way headed southbound. And they merge into a 4-lane road here, and Shepherd Drive continues as a two-way road just south of the bayou. So that's what I got accomplished today. And I put in, well, you saw in the time lapse, I was able to put in the frontage roads. These are called frontage roads. They run parallel to the highways all throughout Texas, and it makes entrance and exits really easy, except when you are actually in cities' skylines, because you have basically no room. So I'm going to mess around with it, especially on this side, and see if I can't go maybe 1 or 2 cells over, so I can get a little bit nicer on and off ramps. You can see these ramps here. This one's okay. That's kind of alright. And there's some more down here. These are okay. I mean, if they're a little squiggly, that's alright. But what I'm going to want to try to avoid, even this one's alright, but once it gets sunken, what I'm really going to try to avoid is this bit right here. That's just a little ridiculous. So some of them we might have to have there, but I'm going to see if we can't make that look a little nicer. I also, underneath the highway here, I have a U-turn road, and that's real common with all these intersections that go underneath highways. They always have U-turns on either side, so you don't have to worry about dealing with the intersection. And so, yeah, that's what I was able to get done. This is just a little street, so I could get this all set up here. Boy, I feel real bad that the whole point is to, build while recording, and then it didn't record, so oh well, I guess we'll try again in episode 4. In episode 4, I decided we're actually, let me speed this up. In episode 4, I decided we're actually going to go ahead and start zoning. We're going to start zoning this area in here, this Washington Corridor area, right by where my apartment was. Commercial area with some restaurants and stuff. It's commercial all the way up to the highway. So we'll start some zoning, and we might even throw in some industrial. I'm thinking it might not be 100% accurate, but I know the east side of 59, which is this highway, is a lot more industrial. So we can at least start with some industry over here. And it looks pretty cool to see these cars zooming by, and I don't know if you noticed, there's trains whizzing. See, here's a train whizzing through. That's pretty cool. And all of these intersections are accurate. There are lots of train crossings in this part of Houston. They don't have the wires, but hey, whatever, what are you going to do? So, join me next time, and hopefully we'll actually be able to build together. So, oh my. Have a great day, and be sure to come back for part 4, and it might actually consist of something See you then. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.